Hello everyone, this is MAHEK, Legal Internet LEXIS and Company. Welcome back to our channel. Today I am going to discuss one more case relating to Transfer of Property Act Section 10. In this case, court upheld the partial restrictions on the appellant by deferring the word actual transfer and voluntarily being bound by the restrictions that are in the that came with the transfer or the rights of the property. Case name is Zoroastrian Corporating Housing Society versus District Registrar Cooperative Societies. The facts of the case are very simple. There was one cooperative society in which the bylaw, it was a registered society. It was a well-registered society. It have well-established rules that the society is governed with. One of the bylaw of the society is that the flats or houses or bungalows in the society could be sold or could be granted only to the Parsis and no other members of the community. Now there was this father, so there was a family residing in one of the bungalows of the society. The father died, and the bungalow was inherited by the son of the father. Since the son has inherited the property, so along with the property, the rights and restrictions that also came along with it. The restriction that the house could not be sold or rented to any other community member except the Parsis also come with the property. Now, the son decided to sold the property. First. At the first instance, the secretary of the society refused to grant permission to sold the bungalow by saying that they are not meant for commercial uses. They are for the residential purposes. So the sold cannot be a valid contract. But later they agreed to the sale, agreed to sold the bungalow, but they again reiterated the bylaw that the house could not be sold, neither sold nor rented to any other community except the Parsis. So the son deal with a non-Parsi member for the sale of this property. This was opposed by the housing society. This was opposed by the housing society, and in accordance with it, they filed for the injunction of the respondent from the injunction against the respondent to stop this alienation of the property. The society secretaries and registrars had decreed in the favor of the society and had issued an injunction against the respondent. But the tribunal when the respondent appeal to the cooperative society's tribunal, the tribunal held that such clause restricting membership to Parsis was a restriction on the right to property and right to alienate property that was that time incorporated within Article 300A of the Constitution. High Court considered this restriction as an absolute restriction, and upheld this clause to be a void clause. Now the housing society approached the court and wherein they have contended on various issues. The main contention was that since it was only for the Parsi community, it was the clause is protected under section 16, which uh, section 16 in the 1916, that which is in the favor for safeguarding a particular community. So the clause could not be held to be an invalid clause. But similar on the line, the court said the court didn't consider the point as a valid or not. The court said that section 8 talks about the right, the restriction that comes along with the transfer of the property. In the present case, the transfer of the property never occurred. The respondent had acquired the property by the principle of inheritance, and the restrictions he are bounded, the restrictions binding upon him has been voluntarily adopted by him. He have a he earlier he have a chance to he have a chance to done away with those restrictions by solding the property to someone else or by refusing to inherit the property. But since it was by way of inheritance that he voluntarily submerged his rights in that of the society, further so the section 10 is not applicable for on it. Further the further since this further since the alienation is restricted only within the ambit of Persian community, the court considered it as a partial restriction and not an absolute restriction. So upholding the validity of this clause, the court said the respondent do not have a right to sold this property outside the Persian community violating the bylaw of the said society. So this was all about the case. Hope you like this video. Do like and share and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.